Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Here in this video, we will learn the figures of speech and its types. First of all, I request you, if you haven't subscribed our channel, please subscribe it and press the bell icon so that you will get latest updates from our channel. Here, we will understand what is figures of speech and we will learn the important types of figures of speech through this video. So let's get started with the first question. What is figure of speech? A figure of speech is a word or a phrase using figurative language which is used to draw a picture mentally to convey a message or idea much quicker, effective and vividly. Now see the second definition of figure of speech. A figure of speech is a deviation from the ordinary use of words with a view of increasing their effects. In English, there are many figures of speech. Out of these, we are going to learn some important figure of speech here in this video. Now let's see the types of figure of speech. First one, simile, metaphor, personification, alliteration, onomatopoeia, hyperbole, repetition. So let us get started with simile. Simile in Marathi उपमा अलंकार. एखाद्या बाबतीत तरी साम्य असणाऱ्या दोन भिन्न गोष्टी तुलना केली जाते. सर्वसाधारणपणे अशा वाक्यात लाईक, ॲज, सो अशा तुलनादर्शक शब्दांचा वापर केला जातो. अ कंपॅरिझन युजिंग लाईक ऑर ॲज. Otherwise, a simile draws resemblance with the help of the words like or as. Therefore, it is a direct comparison. Let's understand simile with some examples. First, she floated in like a cloud. Second, Suresh is as tall as Ramesh. Third, the students were as busy as bees. Fourth, Tanaji fought like a tiger. Fifth example, I was wandering like a cloud. A comparison between two nouns like or as. The box is as light as a feather means the box is very light. As sweet as honey. And last example, he is racing like a frightened rabbit. Now let us look into the next type of figure of speech, metaphor. Metaphor in Marathi रूपक अलंकार. एखाद्या घटकाशी तुलना न करता प्रत्यक्षात त्या घटकाला दुसऱ्याचे रूप देणे म्हणजे रूपक अलंकार होय. यात ॲज, सो, लाईक या शब्दांचा वापर केला जात नाही. अ मेटाफर is a comparison between two things in bracket nouns without using like or as. The classroom is a zoo. The classroom is wild. See the next definition. A metaphor is the comparison of two unlike things or expressions. It is not using like or as in simile. He is a pig. You are a tulip. Now see the comparison in both of the figures of speech. First one, simile. When two things are compared using like or as, we can say simile. In metaphor, the direct comparison of two unlike things. At that time, we can say it is a metaphor. See the example of simile. Life is like a camel. And see the example of metaphor. Life is a game. Let us look into the next type of figures of speech. Personification in Marathi चेतन गुणोक्ती अलंकार. या अलंकारात निर्जीव घटक किंवा अमूर्त कल्पना मानवाप्रमाणे किंवा सजीवाप्रमाणे कृती करतात असे दर्शविले जाते. Personification means giving human characteristics to non-human things. Otherwise, second definition, personification means applying human traits to animals and things or ideas. See the examples. The flowers waltz in gentle breeze. The stars danced playfully in the moonlight sky. Third example, the flame of the candle danced in the dark. Fourth example, the wind yells through the trees. Here, the wind cannot yell, only a living thing can yell. Next example, The houses lined the street, silently watching the people walk by. Let's look into the next type of figure of speech, alliteration. In Marathi, अनुप्रास. एखाद्या वाक्यात किंवा कवितेच्या चरणात अक्षरांची पुनरावृत्ती होऊन त्यातील नादामुळे जेव्हा त्याला सौंदर्य प्राप्त होते तेव्हा त्यास अनुप्रास अलंकार असे म्हणतात. In poetry, poet uses words that begin with the same sound in the same time. Please note that here first sound is important, not the first letter in the spelling. Let us watch the example on the screen. Beautiful birds. Sad songs. No one knows. Stepping stones. Repeated consonants sounds occurring at the beginning of the word or within the words. Example, she was wide-eyed and wondering while she waited for Walter to waken. Next example, the terrible tiger tore the towel. And see the another example, she sails on the seashore. Now let us look into the next type of figures of speech. Repetition. In Marathi, पुनरावृत्ती अलंकार. एखाद्या शब्दाची पुनरावृत्ती केलेली असते तेव्हा त्यास रिपिटिशन किंवा पुनरावृत्ती अलंकार असे म्हणतात. Repetition is a literary device that repeats the same words or phrases a few times to make an idea clearer or more memorable. There are several types of repetition commonly used in the poetry or prose. Let us watch the example. Why this? Why that? Why then? Why now? Why not? Why by and by? In these two lines, the word why is repeated, so it is a figure of speech called repetition. See the next example. It's okay not to be okay. Third example. Write quickly, you will never. Write well, you will soon. Write quickly. Let's read the next figures of speech, Onomatopoeia. In Marathi, ध्वनी अलंकार. वाक्यात आवाज किंवा ध्वनिदर्शक शब्द वापरले जातात तेव्हा त्या अलंकारास ध्वनी किंवा ओनोमोटोपिया अलंकार असं म्हटलं जातं. Words whose sounds suggest its meaning. Example, the bees buzzed. The rain went drip, drop, drip on the roof. Third example, smash, the glass shattered on the floor. Next example, a word which imitates natural sound of the thing. It is a word that is sound of the thing. Let us understand it with some example. The buzzing bee flew away. What is the sound of the bee? It is buzzing sound. The ringing sound of mobile. Now see the last figures of speech. Hyperbole. In Marathi, अतिशयोक्ती. कोणतीही कल्पना आहे त्यापेक्षा खूप फुगवून सांगताना त्यातील असंभाव्यता अधिक स्पष्ट करून सांगितलेली असते. त्यावेळी अतिशयोक्ती अलंकार होतो. A figures of speech in which exaggeration is used for emphasis or effect, extreme exaggeration. See the example. I could sleep for a year. Second example. This book weighs a ton. Third example. You could have knocked me over with feather. And last example. I have told you a million times.